Central Bank of Nigeria confirms evacuation of bank notes to commercial banks. World Tuberculosis Day, experts have on regular screening and tests. Plus, College of Health Sciences, University of Uyo, graduated 3 students. A very good evening to you and many thanks for joining us on the news. I am Kevin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. Do stay with us. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has confirmed the evacuation of banknotes from 8 forts to commercial banks across the country as part of a coordinated effort to ease the circulation of banknotes of various denominations. It has also directed all commercial banks to open for operations on Saturdays and Sundays. The Acting Director of Corporate Communications Department of the CBN, Dr. Issa Abdulmumin, disclosed this in Abuja on Friday, 24th of March 2023, stating that a substantial amount of money in various denominations have been received by the commercial banks for onward circulation to their respective customers. The director explained that the CBN had directed all banks to load their automated teller machines, ATMs, as well as conduct physical operations in the banking halls through the weekend. The statement says that the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, would personally lead teams to monitor the level of compliance by the banks in various locations across the country. Medical experts are calling for concerted effort by individuals and the society to avail themselves for free tuberculosis screening and tests at various DOT centers across the country to fight against the spread of the disease. Evelyn Baduekbo tells us more on significance of the day.
Unlike some other diseases, tuberculosis is curable, yet people turn away from testing or run away from treatments. Hence the need for the global action on tuberculosis through a day set aside by the WHO to educate people on the devastating and social consequences of the disease and efforts made towards eradicating tuberculosis epidemic. TB, which symptoms include excessive weight loss, loss of appetite, and constant coughing affecting the lungs, is a communicable disease spread through droplets of saliva from one person to another. Statistics in Akwa Ibom shows an increase in the level of awareness from 2,845 in 2018 to 6,442 cases in 2022.
Once your immune system is compromised, like I said, TB is an opportunistic infection, and then on a compromised immune system, it has the opportunity to just thrive.
TB is 100% curable. All you just need to do is take the appropriate medication, take the drugs, take the appropriate dose, and also take the drugs for the duration of time that is needed.
Nigeria is among one of the high burden, countries, and we have the highest burden of TB in Africa. So therefore, there's a lot that we need to actually do so that we can stem the issue of TB.
It's very evident. It's clear that we've been able to bring down the cases of TB in Akwa Ibom State. So it is decreasing.
Various methods have been deployed by the state governments and global community, including aggressive awareness campaigns in crowded areas, resulting in successes aimed at tackling TB.
We have contact tracing, we have community active case finding, and before we do that, we ensure that we go through the community stakeholders. And that involves the traditional rulers, that involves even the religious leaders, that involves the Market Women Association, the Bikers Association.
With the 2023 theme, Yes, We Can End TB, stakeholders say it is a call for action by all and sundry to end the ailment. In Uyo, Evelyn Baduekbo, NTA News.
To stem the transmission of rabies, especially through dogs and other animals, the Akwa Ibom State government and the FMARD are on a massive rabies campaign and vaccination of dogs across the state. Evelyn Baduekbo reports that this is the first phase of the project in the 2023. Details of this story will come your way in our subsequent bulletin. Meanwhile, College of Health Sciences, University of Uyo, has graduated 43 medical students with a charge to partner with God and be humble in order to enjoy success in their chosen profession. Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Nyaudon Daeyo, gave the charge during the 20th Physicians' Oath-taking ceremony of the institution held at the main campus, Waneba Road, Uyo. Details will also come your way in our subsequent bulletin. Now, another 11 inmates, among them are a 43-year-old pastor of a new generation church and an 80-year-old man charged for contempt, have been pardoned and released at Ikot Ekpene Custodial Center by the Akwa Ibom State Chief Judge, Justice Ekaiti Obot, in continuation of her inspection tour of custodial centers in the state. John Paul Alumina reports that the freed inmates were advised to go and be good citizens to contribute to the growth of the state. The report.
Ikot Ekpene Custodial Center has a total of 959 inmates, comprising of 152 convicted males, 15 convicted females, 40 inmates on death row, 38 males and 2 females, as well as 792 awaiting trials. The State Chief Judge, Justice Ekaiti Obot, after examining the case files of the inmates, mostly on awaiting trial, with the police legal team and Department of Public Prosecution, DPP, released the inmates. Justice Ekaiti Obot explained that the initiative is in line with the state government's desire to decongest custodial centers in the state.
Even though I do not come for prisoners inspection every day, the DPP is up and doing in sending matters which are considered right for release or discharge from the prisoners.
The State Controller of Corrections, Julius Ezugu, and the officer in charge of Ikot Ekpene Center commended the Chief Judge for her humanitarian services to the people.
Appreciate you for what you are doing for us, especially today for the youth that have related to the care of this daily exercise. They are very, very important to appreciate you. By this we have gone a long way to congest our facility.
The state ministry under your watch is witnessing unprecedented progress vis-a-vis quick dispensation of justice.
The Chief Judge later presented relief materials and drugs to the custodial center. So far, a total of 23 inmates have been pardoned and released by the State Chief Judge at Ikot Abasi, Eket, and the Ikot Ekpene Custodial Centers since Wednesday. From Ikot Ekpene, John Paul Alumina, NTA News.
We will pause here for the commercial break. More news on our return. Don't go away.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Minister.
A few days back, attention was on the polling units And with the governorship election over in Akwa Ibom State, the court will soon be the next arena of electoral competition. Clement Barekwe praises the governorship election in Akwa Ibom State and what Nigerians expect from the judiciary. The report.
I give it to them. It was peaceful, and INEC equipments were, unlike what happened in the presidential election, were up to date, at least in major places.
Generally, you saw that it was freest election. See, people, believed, trust with what the INEC was doing.
Yes, it was a peaceful poll in Akwa Ibom State, but such assessment of the governorship election does not take away the right of aggrieved persons to approach the law court, which in this instance starts from the tribunal. As it has always been, the court will determine the final vote in all election disputes it entertains. But going by the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022, not all persons can be parties to an election dispute. Time frames are sacrosanct, and grounds for challenging an election must be recognized by law.
The process of those who have gone to court is dependent on how they marshal out their cases. They gather their evidence in a manner that is believable. It's not a matter of going to get SAN. SAN comes, you pay so much money to SAN that wins a case. Let it be in an acceptable form. Present it. The courts and the tribunals will not deny you if you are able to persuade them, convince them.
The court has always been regarded as the last hope of the common man, and some Nigerians pray it remains so, particularly as election petitions start coming in.
It is painful for somebody to go out and cast his vote, at the end they upturn it in your very eyes. It is very painful. So let the judiciary bring hope to Nigeria. They are the only people that are carrying the candle of hope for this country.
I tell you, I still have confidence on judiciary. Where there are some lapses, we expect there should be improvement. Because there are some judgments that are given per incuriam. People know it.
We're having corruptible judges in this country. We're having corruptible judges in this state. The conditions, their work conditions may not be good, but they are doing their best to ensure that they dispense justice.
It takes approximately 8 months to resolve a dispute on national and state assembly elections, 10 months in the case of a governorship election petition, and 8 months to determine a presidential election petition. By implication, the attention of Nigerians will remain on the judiciary even after May 29 swearing-in date. In Uyo, Clement Barekwe, NTA News.
Meanwhile, following the conclusion of the governorship and state assembly elections, on March 18, 2023, an INEC-accredited observer coalition group, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, has released a preliminary election observation. This was while briefing the press after the election in Calabar. Paul Eber has details.
Nigeria, as a democratic sovereign state, practices the presidential system of government, but over the years in our political history has experienced challenges in transition. Hence, INEC accredited domestic and foreign observers to assess INEC itself, political stakeholders, law enforcement agencies, among others, on the degree of compliance to the Electoral Act 2022 and the Constitution, as well as give unbiased reports. It is on this premise, this domestic observer coalition commends the performance of the beavers by a 97% accuracy rate, security operatives and other stakeholders in the success of the Cross River Governorship and State House of Assembly polls.
Having analyzed INEC's logistics in the distribution of sensitive and non-sensitive materials, the performance of the BVAS technology, the IREF viewing portals, the uploading of the results from the polling unit level, that is the Form EC8A series We can therefore say that this election in Cross River State was conducted consistent to the electoral guidelines provided by INEC. We hereby state unequivocally that the Governorship and State Assembly elections of 18th March 2023 in Cross River State is transparent, free, fair, and credible.
The group also speak on challenges of voter apathy, vote buying, pockets of violence, and others moving forward.
We observed that during collation at Obanliku local government, some desperate politicians attempted to introduce or to induce the collation officers to alter already collated results. Hoodlums armed with guns and other dangerous materials attacked Ogoja local government area INEC collation center with an intent of disrupting the collation. But I think it's a work in progress. It's not yet Uhuru.
The election observer also advised losers to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship and congratulate the winners. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
The 2023 general elections came with strategies and innovations geared towards improving the credibility of the process and its acceptability by the electorate. In this report, Kanayo Okoro assesses the electoral process, especially the introduction of the bimodal voter accreditation system waivers by the electoral umpire. The report.
Prior to 2023 general elections, the electoral umpire adopted different measures to ensure that electorates have confidence in the exercise by introducing the bimodal voters accreditation system towards improving credibility and reducing electoral malpractices. Some respondents who commended the Independent National Electoral Commission for introducing technology in the electoral process said much is still needed to be done in order to build more confidence in the country's election.
The INEC, as the organ that takes care of this very important assignment, did their best. The introduction to the new technology into Nigerian election is the most important thing that need to be promoted, need to be sustained, need to be given a very good ground to stand. Unlike other elections that when voters are accredited, you will not know the exact number accredited, thereby the whole ballot papers that are issued will be used by unknown persons and the election will end up being rigged. So BVAS has actually helped so far by limiting the number of voters to the only accredited ones.
Well, they should try more. What they did actually helps, but not completely.
They emphasize the need for the election to be fully digitized so that people can vote wherever they are, which will help reduce security threats and snatching of ballot boxes during elections.
Because the frustration we got in uploading the results was actually what causes the rumor and the clash we had there.
For the electorates, autonomy of the electoral umpire in all ramifications will further strengthen citizens' confidence in the process. In Abakaliki, Kana Yokuru, NTA News.
Up next is our sports update.
With 6 more points, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be in the 2023 African Cup of Nations. But first, the Osepa Serututo side must overcome the Guinea-Bissau challenge, both home and away, with the first leg scheduled for the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, Friday.
To Sime with other first-class players.
To end the news tonight, another look at the major stories. Central Bank of Nigeria has confirmed the evacuation of banknotes to commercial banks. World Tuberculosis Day experts harp on regular screening and tests. You also heard in the news that College of Health Sciences, University of Uyo, has graduated 43 students. That will be all from the English segment of the news tonight. Utibi Achiwa is waiting behind for the news translation. I remain Kevin Samuel. Wish you the best of the night.
kamba itu na Mekok Central Bank ekonom mekore ka mention sio bank mbare no ngombono wo usene koto World Tuberculosis Day menta etange banga mbono weri ka usidem nko ufongwenta ifyo uyo etum arunam ukwenwet eno ibara awo ekwenke ngwente me doctor abaye ita ukangin mi ko mo mi di kama mbo mi nkere utebe achibo eko mbong ne yo e kamiti uno Mekok Central Bank eno nyamme ebo yak ebe ne ko ka mention sio iti banke me idere mimbang bonogo e kaneni nge akondion Central Bank kaminko ediando ebo yak me bank mfen ebere ak Saturday nkoro ak Sunday bang bonogo edi kanisio ko ko yo mbo
Adon Sida no Kamba Woke Ikbegu Tomekoto Corporate Communications Department Akwe Ufogutum CBN Dr. Isa Abdul Mumin Akena Mediongo Mike Abuja Akat Friday Usenef Yong Eda Pinanke Iswezo Kiseneme Aboke Atawa Wako Aba Nkoke Mekomi Eno Ngo Yaraka Mention Sio Itiun Mekok Baratodo Mbono Minko Esongo Komi Enongo Menuwo ekamba wo mesogonam yagedi ongoboke ekambutie unemekok ado CBN eno mention sio ikbege ufogutum bank uyo ebo ya moekreboke edongo kokke ATM baatoro mbono wekan esiongo kok danga moyem tetatami eboke kamba wo ado go governor ke Central Bank of Nigeria ete Godwin Emefiele atanga boke imoye sangaye udum una mutumimo isangi set mention sio bank baatore krebo ke ammo enamitem edongo kok damewo ekanesio ke free tie kidremi mikuyo utbe at Membia ibok mbakara esunu yeko nbono woyeme idong ebo yagammo ese benidem eka ofogibok ekese idem baato de diongo idara semmoeni ndongo kere kedogodo menta iboromi eke tangi komi ke usen unado desio genamte World Tuberculosis Day usen ekpai kon eko yombo Dandungo anam yagediongo eboke ekpai kongomi ani ukok ado tawwawo isimara ediki sidem ngo monko ese3 edika nkebo usobomi anam kusentum unado resiogo nte usenekoto World Tuberculosis Day enam yagediongo ke ukok abano kpai kok ngo kedo se monowo ese kan dyun ekese idem ba aturu moediongo sidom fana edieke wo kong nikong akbene bo ediande bo ke danga woda diongo ke imoimini akpai kongodo ke awo didi ini egudong edidi ampo nkonye ya kong ikongo min dyun ikongo minko ada akbene mwanam yagediongo ke akpai kong ado udongo ke mekedi boyo awo mfin edieke wo mi sopo ino sobo Kentagami anam uka steremi enam mention siumpo edikan boke mbono wo eni fyoge bangami ammo edianu bokye a free that baatoro ekat ke esio idongo pai ikong unyong ke steremi iwori ko ekamake etum dutememi anyeki swami ado ntoro kero nyan imikeme editre udongo pai kong amiena mempono wosinie uboke fangtum ebokemi adi code afre wedikan boke da kedante moekbe baba enam sekbenante ram adogo edi seidem ndion edieke woniegi kong ado sewo aka ofogibok akebo sobo amiekbe tape ekeme edidia naket esi udongo akpai ikong unyong kide so watati tintembongen aku ngero kiko bibi ya sere
Welcome to Carabana Hotel and